Hello, dear learners. The topic of discussion today is Shakespeare Sonnet number 29, When in Disgrace with Fortune and Men's Eyes. William Shakespeare wrote 154 sonnets, as you know. The first 126 of those 154 are addressed and dedicated to a male friend, and these sonnets celebrate friendship, talk about the beauty of the friend, the significance of the friendship in the poet's life, and about the fleeting nature of time, shortness of life, etc. A Shakespearean sonnet is a 14-line lyric poem written in Iambic pentameter, and it is structurally divided into 3 quatrains and a rhyming couplet, following a specific rhyme scheme, that is A B A B, C D C D, E F E F G G. Sonnet 29 evaluates friendship as the highest of all social relations. To summarize, the poet-speaker feels lonely and outcast and envies the prosperity and talent of others until he remembers his friend, and as soon as he remembers his friend, he feels loved and he thinks that this friendship is more valuable than all other achievements he has craved for in life. Let us begin with the first quatrain now. The first quatrain presents the poet-speaker's frustrations in his life. When in disgrace with fortune and men's eyes, I all alone beweep my outcast state, and trouble deaf heaven with my bootless cries, and look upon myself and curse my fate. Disgrace means lacking grace or favor. Beweep means to lament or to weep for. Bootless means hopeless and without remedy. So, in the first quatrain, the poet is talking about those moments of frustration when he weeps and laments for his life that is not as prosperous as he expected it to be. He is neither favored by fate, nor do men look at him positively. He feels alone and rejected by the society around him. In this dejected state, he even cries hopelessly, but heaven is deaf to his prayers. And after cries comes the futile rage which makes him curse his own fate. The sentence is not finished, and it continues to the second quatrain. Wishing me like to one more rich in hope, featured like him with friends possessed, desiring this man's art and that man's scope, with what I most enjoy contented least. He wishes to have the life of that man who has more prospects, more wealth and more hope. Features like him means as beautiful as him. He wishes to have the beautiful looks that someone else has. He wishes to have more friends just like some other people have. He desires to have the skills and opportunities of other people. Here, art means skills of any kind, not necessarily relating to creative art. Scope means opportunities that someone has in their life. The poet-speaker says that as he looks around and desires to have all these aspects of life that someone else has and he doesn't, he becomes more and more discontented with whatever he has in his life. He forgets what he enjoys doing or having already. You see, the more you desire, the more you become unhappy with whatever you already have. This is what the poet is actually suffering from. The third quatrain changes in tone. Yet in these thoughts myself almost despising, haply I think on thee, and then my state, like to the lark at break of day arising, from sullen earth sings hymns at heaven's gate. Yet, while he is thinking about his life most negatively and is almost hating himself, perhaps a thought comes to him reminding him of his friend. and it makes him happy. The word happily means perhaps, but with the similarity in sound, it also suggests happily here and perfectly blends the two different meanings into one expression. The speaker perhaps remembers his friend and becomes happy at once. This happiness, this positive vibe is compared to daybreak. The daybreak when the lark, a small singing bird, awakes and starts to sing happily again after the darkness of the night is over. It is like a new life, a new hope, a new day that comes to the speaker when he thinks about his friendship with his friend. His state, meaning his mental state or mood, is uplifted at once. Sullen earth denotes a dark, shadowy earth, a melancholic image. In this image, the skylark is singing from the dark, shadowy earth towards heaven's gate or the sky. This is a simile where the sudden elevation of the poet's mental state is compared to the skylark singing towards the sky at the daybreak. The couplet in Shakespeare's signature style emphatically declares the central message of the sonnet, that friendship is more valuable than other achievements in life. For thy sweet love remembered such wealth brings, that then I scorn to change my state with kings. Once the speaker remembers the friendship he has got with his friend, he feels loved, and that love is more valuable than what wealth could ever bring, and that realization enables him to ignore and scorn to change his status by improving his exchanges with people in power, such as kings. Sonnet 29, as a poem, deals with the themes of friendship, ambition, dissatisfaction, jealousy, and unhappiness. It shows how it is natural for one to compare his life with others and desire what others have. It also shows how that desire frustrates a man enough to forget what he enjoys to do and thus hate his own life. In the end, the poem shows us that when we have friends and friendships in our lives, what we have achieved or attained or gathered or failed to do so do not seem significant anymore, because friendship becomes more lovely and valuable than all that we have or would like to have. That's it about Sonnet 29. Like, share, subscribe, and comment if you have any doubts or questions. I'll try my best to answer. Thank you.